Public, that's where I put them. I might already have some of these. Vanquish alarm. And some sprites. What? Should probably rename these. What is this? A material? Seems weird that it has its own material. Busted turret. Whoa. Inconsistency. I'm probably gonna have to go through all these and reorganize again. No. Terminals, temporary, you're gonna make that 3D. So these are the new ones. Robert, hello. Do I know you? Let's see. Welcome, either way. Just trying to import some of these assets. I should probably write a script at some point to do all this. Oh, right. 4. Sure, I can try to help. What's up? Where is their pivot? I think it's on the bottom. Oh, they're smaller. Wait. 12 by 12? You haven't found something on YouTube? That's where I picked up most of everything that I hadn't figured out. What kind of animation? You can animate anything in Unity. 3D, object, sprite, And if it's a sprite, you might not even want to animate using their animator. Oh, this one. Let's see. 4. I'm gonna have to test this one. I think this is bigger. Oh man, it is bigger. Maybe 32? Oh, good guess. Is this for a project that you're working on? Can you tell me more about what your setup is? You're using an animator with the state, this thing, with a bunch of states and all that. Probably just not naming something correctly. Let's see. Need to remember not to compress any of these. Bomb light. Yeah, that should also no compression. Actually, all these should have none. Well, what are you animating? I ask because a lot of the animations in this game are sprites, and I don't even use the animator for those. Because if they're that simple, like the Unity animator has a whole state machine and triggers and a lot of things you gotta tweak to get animations to work right. So if you're doing a single animation, it's almost not worth it. Okay, so you have like a 3D, like 2 objects you want to like rotate open or like slide open or something like that. Yeah, when I do those kinds of animations, I just, I usually just write code for it. And I don't use the animator at all. Maybe 4. How big are these? 32 maybe? Nope. 12? Nope. 16. I'm trying to think, an older game I did, Visitor Center. It had some sliding doors. The elevator doors were sliding doors. It's a little more complicated because there's two doors, so I had to animate both of them. And it also had, I mean, all doors are different. In this case, these doors would trigger being opened, but they would always finish opening before closing again. So if you were to trigger them to open and then leave, get out of the trigger bounding box, they would wait till they're open before closing. And so it was a simple linear interpolation between two positions, which is pretty easy to do here by just moving it in an update. I guess one thing that's kind of helpful is to put your 3D object under a game object, so that your game object can be the position of the door, and then, or the door as a component or an object, and then have the actual door object, a child that, that can move without moving the position of the door. Because then you can position it, its start position is going to be 0, and then target position is going to be offset by something. Something like this, where it's you track moving and progress. If progress is 1 from the linear interpolation, then moving is false, so it doesn't move it anymore. And then a transition to thing where it might play a sound or something like that. And then this stuff. Let me throw this in a gist. So hopefully that should help. This I've been leaving open just because it's so cool looking. This game, it's not out yet, but I love their art. So I can't get myself to close the tab. Whoops. I hope that helps. Maybe I will play some music. I'm doing a different mic setup, so I don't have headphones. But that means the music that you hear will be coming out of speakers. Not that it matters. I don't think it's a big deal to turn down anyway. Oh. Let's do Rich. Okay, back to finishing importing these. I don't know if this size is right. These are 16 by 16, I think. Clamp, point, none. I know actually a lot of this stuff is gonna change, but I want to get a working first full area which has a boss and everything before I go and refactor the project into something more prepared for the full project. Because then we can actually put this out to friends and stuff for alpha testing or whatever. Play testing. See, Lander. You're a sprite. I think there's multiple. Maybe not. Nope. This is boring stuff, I know, but gotta get it out of the way. How big is this? 16, okay. I think they're bigger in the game. But I guess I can just, yeah, I can resize them with the pixels per unit. What else? I think that's it for the sprites. Let's see, and I got the music in. Oh no, I didn't get the music in. Sectors. I don't know why I was calling them sectors. Alright, there's 2. Oh, I guess I just, because I already had the music. Music. Okay, so there's boss. Let me make sure these are right. That's right. Boss and not victory. Rescue. Probably just listen to the soundtrack for this game. Where'd it go? Oops. Rescue and boss. Hey Robert, if you're still there, how did you find this stream? Let's see, so that's the music. Let's see, alarm. Boss. Oh, we've got those items. Okay, the bay door. I guess. Oops. So I need a couple of things. I need these. And what's interesting, he was experimenting with like parts of the wall that stick out. We can totally do that. Probably is a good idea to do something like that. What else was I looking for? The bay doors. Oh, those aren't in here. Is that what I was looking for? I think that I just grabbed those. The dock. Yeah. I guess that can be a sprite. Oops. Dock. What do you think these are? 16? Nope, 32. And center, actually. Because it'll be placed on the ground. Eventually I'll replace it with like a 3D object or something. Quick shots. I should probably make a folder for whatever those are. Upgrades. Yes, I can export a couple. Whoops. Oh. That makes sense. Upgrades. I don't know the real name for these, but maybe I can, yeah, copy from this layer. Perfect. I guess Robert's gone. Whoop. That's weird. wasn't quite sure what this one is. It's a weapon upgrade, but like, I don't remember what it does. Why is that not deleting? What the hell? I need to re-export this one, I think. Oh, big shot. I imagine this is a health upgrade. I think it would read clear if these pixels weren't there, but let's see what Fubins thinks. Oops. On the top. Again, I'm assuming it's health. Is this one used? I guess this is the crazy balls that bounce around. What do we call that? Ball shot? And this is the sword, but it does have a different thing. Maybe I'll just copy this part. And that probably means that this one is used. I don't know what that power up is though. I should have been doing this the whole time. Visor. Is there something else? I have to do the bars, but it's a whole different thing. Probably enough. Good question. I don't know. I'll just minimize it then. So, okay, sprite 3 bottom point none. Almost done with this boring stuff. I don't think I can do this for multiple ones, can I? Maybe I can. Maybe I can. How about that? What next? I need to make prefabs for them now. Yeah. So it doesn't matter. I'll do it in here. So that's a coin. Make another coin. This will be big coin. Big coin. I feel like that. Maybe it should be even bigger. And there's no points or values or anything yet, so it's basically the same as a regular coin. However, let's see if I can make it. No, that's too big. I mean, I could try. Three. Okay. So I need to look because I forget which. Let's see, there's this one. And this one. So they're both big. both of them. I guess I can get rid of these. So we got a nub. We'll duplicate it. And call it a rub, I guess. A red nub. I guess that makes sense. Where, let's see. What? That should be bigger. We'll make it bigger. But I think everything else is the same about it. It might join, it might drop the big coin. I'll just set it to that for now. To the big coin drop. And oh, it's gonna need a bigger box collider too. Let's get the size right though. Yeah. I guess we could make it even bigger than. That's like boss size. I don't think we want to do that. Yeah. So. Okay, its box is just the side of it. Three. Where's that center? That's probably right. But I also need to mess with its should probably move around fine. Yeah, that should be it. And then there's also Bub. Which is also big. Yeah. It's an easy one. Oh, I guess I gotta do the boss too. It's basically a modified version of these, so. Except much bigger. Was that twice as big? You might even want to be bigger. I don't know. You can scale up the bosses over time. So twice as big, so that means this would be 8. This would be 16. Maybe not that much. Radius 8. Sure. Folder. Oh. It's animation though. I guess we would do all 4. Put these in a different room to test them out. Maybe different rooms. And this guy can just delete. Okay. Whoops. Is that bossy enough? Oh, it's not animating though. Alright, what's going on? Huh. that didn't animate. Weird. That one's not animating either. None of them are. What's going on here? Something's going on. Yeah, look at all those frames. Huh. Really shouldn't be cycling. If they're disabled. Any ideas? Because of them being disabled? That might be what's going on. You do? Cow, cow. Cow, cow, cow. You played the original? Where do you see it, on TIGL3D or something? Forums? You still use the TIG source forums? I posted a teaser to the original devlog. Nobody cares. Yeah, I mean, I've checked in a couple times. Yeah. Looks like they're not animated in this. I wonder if they stopped animating and I didn't notice. No, they're animating. What the hell's going on? Yeah, I went there to post some devlogs for my last game. And just to see other devlogs. There's still some good stuff, and I like the community. Encouraging and fun. But I don't really know anybody on the boards anymore. Are you a game developer, Cal? You working on any projects? Cal was taken on Twitch. What kind of games do you do? This is frustrating. Is anything? Well, the terminal's animated. This is animated. Here, I'll check it out. Nice. That looks fun. What are you doing for levels, for your level geometry? Is it just bitmap based or like like Wolfenstein? I think I know what game. I don't know if yeah, he did one as a school project or something, right? It was like a Game Boy aesthetic one. Cool. I don't know if you saw, I'm not using it in this one, but sector engine Tumblr. I was working on a Doom / build engine editor in Unity, so you can do a lot more arbitrary stuff, but it's not like full 3D modeling. Oh, well, that's cool then, because I was assuming Unity for some reason, but yeah, I think, I mean, he's importing levels, and so he's importing Doom level geometry, and so we both had to take data structures that look like this and generate meshes for them. And so I gave him the triangulation code that I use for arbitrary polygons with holes. Hopefully that's useful for him. I didn't have to write it from scratch, and I guess he's writing it from scratch. The one I'm using is working pretty good, but it's also this whole like editor thing. I've rewritten it a few times now, but he actually showed me what's it called? The CSG Saber CSG, which is not Doom or build style. It's a little bit more like BSP Quake style, using brushes, but then the brushes are actually using CSG, so you can actually make some complicated shapes with like binary, adding in, you know, like if you make a cube and then you put like a cube over it and subtract it, it'll make that shape, carve it out, which is a really cool paradigm. But then even more, the brushes that you have aren't actually meshes, they're used to generate a single mesh. So like there might be a bunch of meshes in this image here, but it can basically generate one mesh. So that's cool, and it has a really good editor, and the texturing is kind of better than ProBuilder, so I've been using this just recently in the last week, and it gets pretty close to what I was doing, but because this is open source, which is really cool, I might either borrow some code or build on top of it my build editor, because it's still really great to prototype block out rooms by just like clicking out a polygon and then raising and lowering parts of the room. But this is like the next best thing, and it's more expressive, so some cool stuff. But that's cool, that's fun. Are you working on that alone? Is it playable? Yeah. It's cool that you're doing it in GameMaker. Or, you know, in that it's probably harder. Although there's probably a lot of libraries and stuff, because I've seen more and more people doing 3D stuff like that in GameMaker. So they're not animated. Those animate. These ones animate. What is going on? Maybe I have too many coroutines. Huh. I imagine if I imagine this is just that there's too many coroutines. Which is interesting. I didn't know you could have too many coroutines. I'm assuming that's the problem here. Oh yeah, GameMaker Studio. I never really used GameMaker, but this game Paul wrote in GameMaker. So I have GameMaker 8 on, oh, that's a bug. GameMaker 8 on a Windows machine to get some of the art assets out, since I didn't really have them handy outside the project. Okay, if it is... This is a really simple animation script, but it's creating a lot of coroutines. Are we still on rich? Ugh. Gotta stay on rich. Okay, I think this is what we can do. We can do this. On disable. Cancel or stop. And then on enable, we can just start it again. Now let me count how many. Okay. Tons of things are still animating. Oh, the hell? That's funny though. It did fix the problem. Just all the animations are. I think this needs to be, well, game object active. So you should get a lot less frames in this first room because they should all be stopped. I don't know. And what the hell? How did it get so choppy all of a sudden? Oh, this could be a different. No, that's the spray animator. Maybe I don't want it to be on start at all. What is up? I mean, I guess it could just be the logging the frames, but yeah. So now that it works, I guess I'll turn this off. I feel like it should be still a lot fewer frames for just this room. The only thing animated in here is like well, that fixed it. Too many coroutines. Crazy town. Okay, so what did we learn? These all work. So I can delete them. Okay, I can cross some stuff off. The boss isn't actually done. It's like half done. I guess I can make those upgrades. Look like they're all just copies of this. So yeah. Shield. Oops. Shield. God damn it. I'm surprised how many typos I'm making with this new keyboard. Big shot. This feels like busy work. I guess it is. Boots, 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 boots. And the last one for now is the weapon power up. Maybe it's ammo power up, I'm not sure. But it's definitely a weapon icon. I don't really want to program them yet. Hey. So it doesn't, this white mask doesn't always show up. But I don't want to get into like render order stuff. I guess going -1 is the way to solve this for this sprite. Grades. What? Sprite -1. Oh, that's the problem. See, it's like I can't win with ordering. I'll just make it slightly in front. I don't know why I didn't do that before. Z. So 0.1, 0.01. You can't get close enough to know to check, so that's perfect. floats. White. Sprite. Okay, that should do it. Yeah, I think I saw that before. Oh, no, I didn't. Oh, this is really cool. I love this stuff. Is there, is that finished? Is that out? No. Yeah. It's interesting, the blocks are just raised. That shape that is so common in top-down games is actually kind of like, what does that look like in 3D? And we're kind of doing this. I mean, it's supposed to be based on the Guardian legend, which has, it's basically more like a pyramid with 3 layers. This is just my like stopgap geometry for it. So it'll probably evolve, and the textures will definitely evolve. Now that Fubens is bought into it, he's gonna do some upgraded textures and stuff. We'll have some wall textures and stuff, so it's not so boring, since you see that more wall now than you did top down. Big shot. Let's see. I didn't write code for them. Are they done? I'm gonna say they're done for now. So that's cool. So you like the sort of pixel art 3D thing? I do too. I want to do a lot more with it. And there's other stuff like where it's not necessarily like obviously with the build engine kind of stuff, I like more intricate geometry. But I like the colorful look of pixel art. A lot of 3D games went for that kind of dark and gritty look, trying to be real. I'm also into the look of what is it called? Burn Bad. Burn band. Yeah, right. It's in here somewhere. It's not this version, but yeah, look at this. Which is mostly just low poly with pixelation effect. Yeah. So that's why I'm excited about Saber, is you can do kind of the full 3D stuff. And I've done a lot of pixelation of post-processing stuff. That combined with like a fixed color palette works really well. But it's interesting because you can't really combine like pixel art textures and the pixelation look, because it just like doubles the chunkiness. It's like too much. You need to have like low poly solid colors and do pixelation. In most cases, like Visitor Center is still pixelated and had pixel textures, but I mean, on the NES it was just so chunky. So it can work in some situations, but like I tried turning it on for, in fact I think I still have it in here. Just a simple, this is the Super Nintendo's bigger kind of wide resolution look, which is slightly higher resolution than the standard Nintendo one. It's actually not terrible. But it's kind of like, because it's slightly higher resolution, it actually looks like weird and jagged. What is the normal Nintendo resolution? Or Super Nintendo resolution, I think the other 256. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I'd like to see that, just to see what, yeah, you kind of have to get a feel for, and reference points for like what gives people headaches. Like, I'm wondering if this is going to give people headaches. Yeah, that is pretty chunky. It almost hurts my eyes looking at it. I mean, I like it, but it definitely is chunky. Let's see, what is the other? 256, 224. 256, 224. So this is lower resolution, maybe more around that level of resolution. This is the Super Nintendo resolution. And yeah, it's just too much. But if you have like solid color geometry, you know, not so much pixel detail, it works pretty well. But when you have like pixel art like this, just turning anti-aliasing off works pretty well, right? Yeah. What next? We need Cactus. He's the first captive. This will be interesting. base them on the terminal without the terminal script. They aren't animated though, I don't think. So I can turn that off. This one is cactus. So this art is probably gonna have to be updated. Yeah, it just looks too weird straight on. It definitely needs to be bigger. Oh boy. Yeah, like it almost works. Like it's almost workable. It should be better, and I'm pretty sure Paul's gonna fix it, but like I imagine if we were to just kind of flatten out the corners, that would help. Kind of give it some more. Basically, what I had to do with some of these, like this was its bottom ended here, and it had space at the top, because of course you're looking down. Now that it's straight on, it just put more space at the bottom and got rid of the space at the top, and it looks right. But ooh, good question. Player coordinates. So if I go like this and I get really close, yeah, I think it works okay. There's some sprites where that doesn't work. Yeah. So if it was camera angle, it would still be facing me here. And that would, yeah, I think I'd prefer this. I just don't let you get super close. But the bigger things like this we'll have to do in 3D. Why is that effect on? Yeah. I guess we can kind of not let you get close to them because they're in a jail cell and you could just not be able to go all the way in. And they'll just always look at you from the outside, from inside. Oh well, so he'll be placeholder. I think that's fine, placeholder art. Cactus. Get in there. It's done. Shopkeeper. I guess we'll base that on this static thing. I suppose we'll have to change this a bit. Ooh, bigger please. Maybe bigger. too big. It's an obvious direct reference to Guardian Legend. Which is why it... Yeah. Guardian Legend is weird. And I think this inherits it. It's like you've got some kind of like sci-fi stuff, but then you have this like really cartoony, simple stuff, and it's really weird. It's good enough for now. Where would that go? I was gonna say NPC, but like, there's not a lot of others. Oh, his box. I mean, he doesn't really need anything. So that's fine. Okay, shopkeeper done. Almost done with these assets. Bay doors. Where is that room? What? Really? Huh. So it's actually right there. Gotta make a new room. I guess I'll make a new room. It's basically this room. How wide are these? Let's see, 8.6. Negative 120. Oh, I gotta fix this room's doors. redoing how these walls are set up. We'll go back to a tile-based thing. Since we're going to have tiled wall tiles, we might as well just make them individual units. What? No, paste it into here. Wait, why is this 8 and then is it 104? No. 1. No, it's 0. Because it's relative. I think. Let's do this room. Uh, 4 by 4. Blocks. Some crates. So, hmm. Dock. This is just that. So actually, we'll do this. And then modify that. Basically, we'll modify that. It is animated. It's not, doesn't animate immediately though. I guess we can disable that. Oh, we gotta get the size right. Perfect. Wait, why does it have its own frames? Also, it's not a checkpoint, so I guess we'll just delete it. Oh, you got that. No, I'm just gonna do this over. We'll call it dock. And we'll throw it in a miscellaneous. And then we'll delete it. Add it as a new primitive. And then place it. God damn it, that effect. Keep turning it off during runtime. You can kind of see the underneath, but it's probably fine. I kind of imagine we would redo this in 3D, or at least like make the frame of it pop up a little. But hey, that's another room done. 15 out of 26. I should take a break. Anybody else watching hasn't said hi? Jail tiles. I need to do jail tiles. Come on, do the room as well. That room is not there. Yeah, basically above here. So I can make this room the boss room. Thanks. I'll see you around. Nope, wrong direction. Cool. Fubins, the creator, is here. I don't think anybody else is watching right now, but who cares? Okay, this room is obnoxious. Do every other tile. Wait, I don't even have that tile. I thought I did that tile. Cool. I don't think I'm gonna get to trying the new textures today, but making progress on all the remaining assets for Area 1. I knocked out a couple more rooms, so there's only like 10 rooms left. I mean, rooms are super easy to do. It's just like programming the custom ones, like the boss room and stuff like that. I guess I'll just paint it all of this for now. Wait, I thought I had that. Maybe I just didn't make a prefab for it. Yeah, there it is. Okay. Tile. Sure. I should also write a script to automatically create materials for textures. So this is tile C. Oh, I have a material for this. That was pretty easy. Let's see. that checkerboarded. Yeah, like I said, I can actually do, like there's a couple of steps to it, but I can write scripts so that you can, to sort of automate some of it. I was gonna, after I finished Area 1, I was gonna go back and do some kind of like production scripting and organizing the project to facilitate the rest of this stuff. I was also going to change the geometry of the tiles. Right now they're just flat quads. But I'm actually going to give them some depth underneath. That way tiles like these can actually be lowered a little bit, and then they'd have the walls around them from their surrounding tiles. Move this out of the way. Yeah, add a little bit. I mean, it's 3D, so might as well just like add some depth to things that make sense. Okay, this wasn't too bad. So now I want a room. What is this? 5'4". Which would be -208 and what is 240? Oh, but it's actually one more. 302, 304. How am I getting this wrong? What kind of game is this? Hello, core activities. Welcome. I don't know. Fubins, what kind of game is this? I actually was, most people describe it as like a arena shooter Zelda-like kind of mashup. Unless they just reference Guardian Legend. But it kind of, to me, it almost feels like a Metroidvania. But I guess there's kind of like a thin line between Metroidvania and Zelda-like, depending on how you look at it. Oh. I guess this makes sense. Yep. There's also puzzles. Puzzles, secrets. Yeah, there's different forms of keys. Yeah. Fubins is the creator of the original 2D version. Which is not on the internet at the moment. The original is freeware. It should be up. Yeah, I think he worked. Was it for TIGJam? I thought you started it before TIGJam. But it's like a solid like 50 minutes of gameplay, and then this version we're expanding it, so it's not just 3D, it's a bigger version of the game, and we'll sell it for pretty cheap, just as like our first commercial project. Okie dokie. I mean, honestly, I'm almost like 100%. Like, even though it's 4 more new areas instead of 5, there could be this secret. Yeah, let's not talk about multiplayer. It's very much a nice to have. Some old school multiplayer shooter action. Yeah, I think it'll roughly be double the content. Plus, if you go back and like add or change stuff to the old rooms, like that's sort of, you might add stuff, plus the secrets. So I'm thinking of it as like roughly double. Did I get that right? Oh, I closed it. Yeah. Oh, it's some crates. Blech. Yeah, I think I was gonna do the top and bottom as 3D and then clear out the middle and do just like a sprite 2D bars. Like the corner bars might be 3D, but then in between it's just a transparent sprite of bars. I could do the whole thing in 3D, but I think it'll just like fit better if the bars are 2D and the rest is 3D. It's gonna work on that next, so you'll see. I think some of the screenshots are from the game. I think some are from the YouTube playthrough. YouTube playthrough is just easier to get to on this computer, so let's see, and then there's a switch there. Damn it. These are just some of the rooms, or the remaining rooms. It's not that many. I mean, there's less than this because I've made a couple so far, but Oh, right. Good. It's going. Let me make space for that. Well, actually, it is tiled. They'll be on top. So, right there. I have this weird thing where, like, certain things that have more scripting can't be actual tiles. So I place them with tiles and then move them into the room. Hopefully I can find a better way to do that, because it's kind of annoying. What else? I guess it's time to do those bars. I was going to use a different tool to make the 3D stuff this time, so I have to import it, and I'll probably work on that out here. So I'll like duplicate it. Okay, let's see. Oh, the door, and I have the door. Okay, so it's just like the walls, actually. So it's just two things, corner pieces and side pieces. Alright, let's load my new tool. Oh, I didn't get it from the asset store. GitHub. Actually, I'll see if it works in there. The grid's off. Let's see, how do I fix that? Wait, or is it? Where did that grid come from? Did it? Okay, the grid's just different than this grid. Which is 8 by 8. Huh. Where's the grid stuff? I forget where the grid stuff is. Maybe I can't change the grid size in Unity. All right. That's fine. As long as they line up. Looks like they do. For reference, I should probably put in, wait, there's 2 brushes? That's the default brush. Okay, go back to the tile system. Get one of these things for height reference. I should also see how the door I was thinking it might be good for the door to have a little bit of depth, and so I might cheat and just put 2 of these sprites really close to each other and then connecting things on the side. So if you look at them from the side, it looks like they have some depth. Interesting. I might have to do a different door for the jail, because I think it should be moved over a bit. Okay. Which is mostly in the cases where the door is kind of standing alone, like when it's next to blocks, where it's like very clearly not up against something. I think in this case, because it's going to be aligned with the grid bars or the cell bars, it might not be so bad, but... Oh, yeah. Well, yeah, we'll figure that out. Alright, I guess I need reference here. Look at this, it's one of your PSDs from your project. I noticed you were experimenting with like stuff on the walls and like different things coming out. We could actually, might want to do some of this where the geometry is a little different in certain parts of the walls. Yeah. How does it actually look in game? It's a little different. Oh, I see. I almost want to make the doors actual like 3D objects, but the problem is I'd have to make two interlocking 3D objects. And I guess if we're doing the whole thing, might as well do that. It's just easier if it's a sprite and it's animated that it be a sprite. But these doors are used a lot, so we might want to... It's probably worth doing the geometry for them so that there's two like interlocking things. The other problem is if there's actual geometry, then if you were to open it by moving them, they're actually going to be in the space next to the door, which you don't want. So you'd have to like... It's just easier to make them work as sprites. But we can figure that out. That's like kind of a polished detail if we have a working door now. I can at least add some depth to it in some places by doubling up the door and putting something between it, but should focus on these bars. That's how the doors work now. Oh. Maybe they don't. They might not lose their collision immediately, but they lose their collision when they're open, and then they do disappear. If there are boxes, though, that problem is that they would move, and so you'd see them, for example, move into the space next to them. I guess I actually want to make some bars. Bar sprites. Paste it on the door. And it's like 2 bars. Using those colors. How wide? Hello, friend. Jaycock. The Jaycock. How's it going? That's 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yo. If it was 4, that would be 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Cool. I'm just gonna watch this work, I guess. I guess if it's off by 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess that's how it's gotta be. This might be terrible. I don't know how this is gonna work out, but we'll see. Oh, how many pixels high is that then? 2. Nope. Yeah, Madhouse. Oh, the bars are lighter. Wait, what? What color is this then? Oh, how about that? The top 2 pixels will be cut off. I guess I'll just get rid of them. We'll see how this looks. Bars. Jail bars. Doors at 2. Huh. Oh, this door's backwards. There we go. But I'm gonna have to do a different version that aligns with the bars, which I guess could go, probably would look best in the middle. They could be forward a unit, but I think they'll look best in the middle. So I'll have to make a door that starts in the middle. I hate this, I can't select sprites for some reason. I guess. Oh, I don't actually want to change this. I want to change this. Times 8. Whoa. It's 1, 2. That looks like more than half. Oh, I guess it is, because this is part of it. And you're not a door. And there's no audio. Bars, bars, bars. Let's see. What color? I'll just do a dark on the side and light on the top, or this middle color for now, and then we'll change it. So, rebuild. I want color without. I want no texture. That's so hard to ask. I guess I'll make a white material. These vertex colors are... Oh, is it because of the... I don't understand the vertex color stuff. It would be nice to get that to work. But I guess I can just do it with materials. What gray is this? Dark on the sides. Oh. Set. better center them. Can't quite tell, maybe it's 0.25 megawatt. Paul, what do you think of this? The door would be aligned with them, and I haven't done the corners yet. Yeah, I'll just put this in, we can change it later to any of the colors and stuff. It's kind of good enough for now. Okay, so this I haven't done before. I want to kind of export these. I need to set its origin. Crap. What is the origin for this? $360, $296. 360, 296. Didn't like something about that. Oh no, it did it. Where's the fucking texture? does it keep changing? Also, need to exclude this. I know this probably would look better with the lighter. Yeah. I don't know why it keeps losing the textures. Okay. Build settings. There should be 3 meshes. Whatever. I haven't used this mesh exporter, which I wanted to do for these, to manually re-texture them. That's fine. First one is 0. Second one is 2. this. The whole thing should have a collider, so I'll get rid of that. Size 12. Okay, there's our hopefully no one will look at it from the top. We can fix that though. So that's jail side. Jails. This is a tile. Bowdy. I'm well, how are you? Welcome. I guess we can place them and see how they... coming together. Need to do the corners and move this door in, I guess. Already looks pretty jail cell-y though. maybe instead of a full square, I'll do a triangle wedge in here. I guess I'll do that and get that out of the way. So we'll do another CSG. And we'll start it in the right place this time. Where's this brush? Okay, there it is. And I think I can just delete vertices. Like so. Right, they're now one. Okay, cool. And yeah. No, I have to retexture these anyway, but they need to be textured here just because it needs to make separate meshes for separate textures. So I'll do that. I'll do that. On the sides can be disabled because you never see them from the side. Cool, cool. And then another brush. That is... Nope, nope, nope. Oh, no, yeah, that was right. Huh. Oh, yeah, there it is. Auto rebuild is never on. Okay, and in this case, I can turn this face off. And texture this face. I can also turn this face off. start a new brush. Coloring it though, kind of be. Maybe dark. Hey Fubins, what do you think of this corner piece? It's not a literal translation from yours, but kind of don't like this bar. I guess it should probably be the same as these, but I have to do a custom. Yeah, it would be better with one of these. Yeah. Like one of these, but at the angle of that. Yeah, it almost doesn't need a bar, but I think when you look at it, it kind of is better with the bar. Because that feels like you can kind of get out. So let me try putting one of these bars in there. Fill the whole square on the X. Well, either way, some kind of bar I think needs to go there, just because look at this. Yeah. I mean, I'm receiving them slow. Twitch doesn't have like a low latency mode, which is weird. Oh shit, it's 4. Yeah. The problem is that's one sprite for 2 of them. I'm trying to think if I could still just and I don't want to go and split all those up. Whatever, I'll just make a new sprite. It's just one. That'll look super blocky. Cause it's pretty big. I'll try it though. Let's see. I'll just make another one of those. Just go all the way up. Texture it. Wow. I just had to do a couple because I think it would look better if the middle was one of these other grays and then the top and bottom were dark. Yeah, let me do this and then you tell me what you think. Is that all of it? Yeah. Eh. Or the lighter one. Still probably doesn't. No. Yeah. I mean, it looks okay if it didn't have this big thing. But then you'd still need a bar, so might as well just do the other one, because I think that would look better with the angled corner. I just need to save this out. That's not... Jail bars and jail bar. Thanks for that feedback and help figuring that out though. So it should be the same as this one. 2. Fix those textures. Oh no, they're right. this is what, 4? So like 2, 3, 7. Wrong direction. 60. Whoa. Two more. Almost in there. No. 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 Fuck. Okay. Phoebe, what do you think? It's not the exact equal distance, but it is a corner piece, so it's kind of special. Cool. Ship it. Okay, let's see. So put this in here. Prefab this. Jail corner. And then export. Put it outside. Okay, now the retexture. Those are dark. That's 2. That's 1. Delete this one, and now I can just paint it in. I guess I can delete all of this and put it over there. Still need to do the door, but I'm gonna have to do that later because I'm gonna take a break and work on some other stuff after this. So what am I gonna do? Delete all of this. And delete all of this. And create it over over here. Oops. Setting parent of a transform which resides in a prefab is disabled. What the fuck is this? What? I don't even have those in the scene anymore, do I? Clean up for build and post process. Doesn't like something here. Aren't even being used. Okay, but it is them, right? If I delete them. Okay, whatever. I can recreate them if I need to. Oh, I have no way to get to that room. I can cheat. Go through this door too. Alright. Fubens. Oh, that's funny. They're coming through. How to get through, I don't know. That shouldn't happen. Okay. Here's our jail cell. In game. Without a door. Let me out, I'm Cactus. Sweet. And I'll get that door in there. But good enough for today. I can cross this off. Yeah. I mean, it's your aesthetic. It's just literally translated to 3D. But I guess that in itself is kind of an aesthetic in how I executed that literal translation. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Can't shoot through there. Right. That was fun. I'll work on this tomorrow. Maybe the same time, maybe at 5. I might work on this later tomorrow, but either way, I'll be on it tomorrow. Save, save, save. Yeah. Which seems kind of unique. But then also the like modern resolution and like frames per second of modern FPSs. It's kind of nice. Widescreen and all that. Okay. Send it my way. I made a mess. All right, later, everybody.